Hello, everyone. Today I have a very powerful and interesting video to share with you. Stay with me till the end and enjoy the experience.
Many of you ladies have far more respect and honor for your boss in the office than you have for your husbands. You know what to do to keep your jobs, but you neglect to do the same thing to keep your marriage. Have you seen that your problems are not village people, but yourself? Pay attention. You ask why the same problems keep repeating in your marriage. Why the same arguments, the same distance, the same pain? It is not always village people. It is not always bad luck. Sometimes it is patterns. And patterns, if not broken, become destiny. Pay good attention to me, because I come to you today with the wisdom of our ancestors. Many of you ladies rush into marriage without knowing the three basic things that keeps a marriage. Let us take a little time to talk about it before we close. So pay attention. Number one is accountability. Remember, we are focusing on women today. There is a proverb that says, he who refuses to admit his fault will keep traveling in circles. At your workplace, when you make a mistake, you don't argue with your boss. You don't raise your voice. You don't defend the error like a lawyer defending a criminal. No. You lower your tone, you accept correction, and you promise to do better, because you understand the value of that environment. But at home, the place that should have the highest honor, you become a different person. When your husband points out something, instead of reflection, you bring resistance. Instead of humility, you bring fire. Before the issue is even understood, defense has already built a wall. And before peace can enter, emotional blackmail has already taken a seat. My daughters, hear this. A home where I'm sorry is missing will soon be filled with I'm tired. Accountability is not weakness, it is maturity. The strongest people are those who can say I was wrong. Because when you refuse to bend, you may not break immediately, but the marriage will start cracking quietly. Number two, emotional discipline. Anger is a visitor. If you give it a bed, it will become the owner of the house. At work, no matter how upset you are, you measure your words. You adjust your tone. You control your reactions. Why? Because you know that lack of discipline has consequences. But at home, anger becomes an excuse you use to unleash your venom on your husband. I was angry becomes the license to disrespect. I was emotional becomes the permission to humiliate. No, my daughter, anger explains behavior. It does not excuse it. A wise woman understands this. The tongue has no bone, but it can break a home. If you can control yourself for strangers outside, then you have the capacity to control yourself for the man you chose to build a life with. Do not let the place that should receive your best version of you become the place that suffers your worst. Emotional control is not oppression, it is power, real power. Number three is communication. Hear this carefully. The child who does not cry will be mistaken for being comfortable. At work, when there is a problem, you speak. You explain, you clarify, you make sure your voice is heard in a way that brings solution. But at home, silence becomes your weapon. You withdraw, you become distant. You expect him to read your mind like a prophet. You act in ways that confuse rather than clarify. And when he doesn't understand, frustration grows. My daughter, no man is a mind reader. What is hidden in the heart cannot be healed in the home. Silence is not always peace. Sometimes it is slow poison. Communication is the bridge between two hearts. And when that bridge is broken, even love struggles to cross. Speak, not with insults, not with pride, but with clarity and respect. The same water that softens the yam can also harden the egg. It depends on what is inside. Marriage does not create problems. It reveals character. If you want a different result, you must bring a different approach. If you want peace, you must practice humility. If you want respect, you must also give it. Good home is not built by chance. It is built by choices. Daily choices. So look inward, not just outward. Correct gently, not harshly. Speak wisely, not emotionally. And take responsibility, not excuses. Because in the end, the house you build today is the shelter you will live in tomorrow. Now, please share this video to reach everyone who needs to see it. And follow the page if you have not. Gracias.
Thank you for staying till the end. This video was inspiring and meaningful, and I hope it gave you something to think about as well. See you in the next one. Bye.